Hello. You're right, Skelly, and luckily I do have a drink. Have no fear. Let me just turn the music down a little bit. Good evening. I wanted to get this miniature finished, so I thought, why not? Let's get the stream going again tonight. Let's get on with it, and yeah, let's get this miniature done. Well, the last one in like this series, basically. Let me just positioning this camera here a bit better, so bear with me a second. That should probably be about right, I reckon. Yeah, we're pretty good. Okay, cool. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to a Saturday night stream. So we've had a Friday night one, now we've got a Saturday night one, because yeah, I want to get these miniatures. I want to get this next set of miniatures done so I can move on and do another little mini project in between. I've got some nuts, I've got some coke. Let's paint a miniature. Well, why not? Nerdy Geezer, hello. Skelly, hello. Yeah, let's crack on. So what I am going to do is, on this screen here, I've got the chat up, which is good. I'm also going to go to Moonstone's website. One, to get this lady's name. But also to have a quick look at what the character looks like, because I can't actually remember. Miniatures. She's a Commonwealth human, I believe. There we go. Agatha Tavernfrau. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm going to get this character up and running. And yeah, you can see her there. She's carrying 3 steins of whatever your favourite ale is. Nice little keg under the arm there. Camera's going to go mental because it's trying to go in and out of focus constantly. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. So let me just put this back on over here. Hope everyone is well and good and enjoying their Saturday evening. Let's crack on. Let's just jump into it. So I was fancying doing her with some. I really enjoyed using that yellow yesterday. I was thinking she might look good with like a yellow frock on. So I'm going to do the under bit here and then the top bit here in yellow, and then she's got like a busty thing there and then like a something over the top. So I'm going to sort of go across all of those things. But first things first, we should do some skin. Hello, Alex. Thanks for popping in and saying hello, guys. Much appreciated. Just been watching the shocker that was Arsenal losing. As a Liverpool fan, I don't mind at all, but it was not an expected result. But I don't imagine we're here from Chef this evening. If the music's too loud or anything, let me know and I'll turn it down. But the big game is tomorrow. You're absolutely right. The big, and I won't be able to watch it because I'll be watching a different big game. I'll be watching these guys. I'll be watching the Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Patriots in the NFL at Wembley. So I will miss the Chelsea-Liverpool game I am gutted about, because I think it's actually going to be a really good game, because obviously I want Liverpool to win, but I think Chelsea just... Cole Palmer is a wizard with the ball, so I'm worried about him, especially if Alisson's out. I think Alisson is still out for several weeks, and I think that is going to be a real pain for us. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, mate. I think it'd be brilliant tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, otherwise I would be locked to the telly. I would be 100% watching Liverpool. But I'm actually I think it might have been a stressful game. It's going to be a stressful game to watch as well. Right, we're getting some early skin done. I can't tell if her hands on the picture are her hands in gloves, or they gloves wouldn't make sense to me. Yeah, you can't see from the picture, but no, it looks like her sleeves are rolled up. I think her sleeves are rolled up. This is actually skin. It ends right there. She's a barmaid. She would 100% have her sleeves rolled up. Right, let me flip back so I can see what's going on. NFL over football, not in my lifetime. Well, you know, sometimes it wouldn't be. I wouldn't do it often, but you know, these opportunities don't come up. So I've always wanted to see a game live. So, and your choices are, you know, going to the US, and I've been to the US a number of times, and it never lines up. So when the opportunity came to go and see it in the UK, I thought, yeah, let's go. So, it wasn't. I obviously at the time didn't know when I booked those tickets. It would be, you know, Liverpool Chelsea at Anfield. So I've got a bit of a runny nose. I will have the score on my phone for sure. And I think it could go. I mean, yeah, I'm not going into it massively confident. I think it could go either way very easily. I mean, you know, much as we're friends, Alex, I hope we smash you into the ground. But the fact is, with Alisson out, Cole Palmer on fire, that is a worrying. A worrying prospect. What we're talking about, you can talk about it. Mate, if you win, you have complete permission to, you know, slate us. And I will obviously make all the excuses about, you know, Alison not being there. That being the only reason. Yes, this is a really nice yellow, this, so I thought this might look nice as kind of the basis of her character. This is true. Keller is proved to be a fantastic goalkeeper as well. He obviously did a marvellous job last year. But I mean, he might be our number 2 keeper, but I mean, crikey, he still ranks very highly as Premier keepers, even better than a lot of keepers' number 1 choices. So we are very fortunate to have 2 outstanding keepers, but he's no Alison. He's definitely had his moments, both good and bad. So yeah. So I want to kind of, this dress is going to go through, so you're going to see some of the dress here. It kind of goes under there, and then it's this top section here as well, around the bosom, some might say. Actually a really good yellow. Master Game 303, hello. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. Hope you're good, well, having a cracking Saturday night. Thank you for choosing to spend some of your time here. Oh, hang on, I'm doing that wrong. That wouldn't be that colour. So I need to, that's the bodice thing there, so I need to, it's okay, I can repair that. I can come back and repair that. That would go round and underneath. You'd see a little bit of it there, and then you'd see some of it there. So this bit here wouldn't be, this would be the colour of the, not the dress. Okay, yeah. Okay. A little bit of repair work needed there. This bit would be the dress. The straps going over would be the other colour. I just need to get my grey cere out and sort of recover that area. That's okay, that's completely salvageable. Grey, oh no, Corex White will do it. Yeah, I've got some cashew nuts, very nice. But yeah, this is the last of my original collection of Moonstone. So I think this is like about 30 odd miniatures at this point. So it'd be nice to get this done, have a little break from it, maybe paint up. Well, definitely going to try and give that ghoul a go. Oh wow, Skelly! Oh wow, home on Monday. Wow, that's huge news, mate. Huge news. This is true. They're not. This is a lady. I'm painting a lady. Yeah, that's huge, Skelly. Fingers crossed for you, mate. You've been in that hospital for far too long. Free the Skelly, we say. Right, so this needs to be the same colour to whatever I do the bodice on the front. So that's kind of, it's repaired a little bit there, so that's good. Right, I'm gonna do the kind of apron thing on the front. I was thinking like a nice green. Yeah, I knew it had to be something crazy, mate. 5.5 weeks. Yeah. It's been a blooming long time, mate. And you don't realise how quickly time goes as well. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh mate, I really hope you do come home. I mean, that's insinuating that something's happened, right? I mean, that's means you're got the right care, got the right medicines, got the, you know, something changed with the situation. I mean, I would bloody hope so if you're coming home. You don't want to come home and then they're being turned around and going straight back again. That's great, because that's only been like a week away, hasn't it? So you've not been away from the family whilst you've been in hospital a long time. This is only a week that you've been there, right? So you haven't been away from the family for too long. Cheers, Lee. Mash it. Although, only smash it if you enjoy the stream, you know. If you're watching the stream and you think it's utter garbage, then... Well, no, not really. They are trying to control things with my diet. CT scan yesterday still showed inflammation, and blood showed still issues with my liver. So, bloody hell, mate. Alright. Well, fingers crossed then. Someone's doing fireworks. That's annoying. Oh no, we've gone too much. We had too much water on my brush. Quick emergency. Way too much water on my brush. Okay. Kind of saved it. Far too much water on my brush, and it just blobbed when I stuck it on the miniature. Again, if praise, I hate to smash it. I wouldn't argue with you, Lee, mate, so. Nerdy Geezer says smash it, then do as you're told. Man, my brush control this evening is sucking. That's alright, I can tidy it up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Why are you painting? Him, it's a her. It's a lady, dude. Look. Jesus Christ. That is true, though. I take your point though. Scott wouldn't like it, would he? Tell you what, it's hard to get the brush into the bits I need to get the brush into. I feel like this is going to be one of those miniatures where I'm going to have to do a lot of cleanup. Look, I got it right on the underboob there, look. Oh, bloody hell. I've ruined that now. Should have done this bit first. Should have done that bit and then come back to it. Never mind. Never mind. Trust the process. We'll get round and we'll retouch everything up and stuff. It'll be all right. I am all over the place. I'm just going to have to accept that this bit is going to be a nightmare and then come back and do the tidy up afterwards. Him, for crying out loud. Crikey, a time lapse short. Well, I have done time lapse before. I did a time lapse of your dreadnought that I painted. That actually does exist on the channel as a little I think I reduced a 3-hour stream down to 5 minutes, I think. Because yeah, I mean, you couldn't do a 2-hour stream down to 1 minute. It'd be like a blur. You wouldn't be able to see what the hell was going on. I mean, you could do it, but a 3-minute short. No child's got the attention of 3 minutes. Terrible idea. Where'd me yellow go? There's me yellow. What's on everyone's Christmas list? I don't know. I don't think I've ever really made a Christmas list before. I don't think there's anything I ever want. I know what I do want. I want some new paints because I'm pissed off still that all my GW paints went kaput Man, I've really... What am I doing to this corner area? Let me grab a dry brush. Right, I need to let that area dry. This whole barrel needs to be repainted. So let's focus on something else. Let's do her boots. I'm going to just pick a nice snake leather brown for now. I have no idea what my kids want for Christmas because they honestly have got more than they could possibly imagine. But yeah, I think if I could, in the spirit of the question, even though I'm not that bothered about getting stuff, in the spirit of the question, I think I've seen a really nice hobby desk setup, which is really cool. So like, it's all made out of very nice wood and stuff. It looks very oldie worldy, but really nice. There's a company that makes them. And you can get one, you can also get like a lap tray as well, so you can like paint whilst you sat at the sofa, which before I have just used like a laptop tray or something like that. I've got a laptop tray that I use now for my laptop, but this looks sort of folds into like a carry case sort of thing. It's really nice, so probably something like that. Like I say, some paints, because these ones are fine. These are my contrast paints, but my GW base paints and layer paints are all knackered. Well, on their way to being knackered. Yeah, I'm fortunate that my kids are not bothered by clothing labels. I need to convince my kids to have a new graphics card so I can blag his old one. That's fair enough. Mate, it should go the other way around. You should be getting the latest one, and he should be getting your old one. That's how it works in this house. It's all about the hand-me-downs. But yes, fortunately, labels in this house don't really mean anything. None of my kids are, not even my oldest. She's 19. She couldn't give a monkey's about designer labels. My eldest daughter, she's very clever. She shops in charity shops and all sorts. So often she's got really nice stuff on that she paid absolutely nothing for. So she might end up with some designer labels. Sometimes she doesn't even know that it's a designer label, but she paid absolute pittance for it. Because some old schmo out there has bought it, worn it once, and taken it to a charity shop. fact, I'm going to say hello, Faith, just in case she watches this, because she does tell me she puts my streams on while she is studying and stuff. So won't watch it live, but Faith, if you do watch this back, hello, love ya, hope you're alright. Nice little Easter egg there for her if she does watch the chat. If she does watch this stream. Yeah, no, exactly, mate. Yeah. People drop all sorts, don't they, at the charity shops and don't think twice. Faith is doing product design, so she hopes to go into because she's massive into motorsport. She loves motorsport, especially the F1. So she's hoping to go into some sort of design space within motorsport, you know. Yes, that's what she would love to do. If it was it's I mean, Faith did obviously the college is different. It's a slightly younger year, isn't it? But is that instead of A levels, Lee? But for degrees, Faith was pretty much on it herself. She knew what she wanted to do. She knew where she wanted to go. She just kind of cracked on with it, really. Okay, yeah, mechanics apprenticeship then. I mean, obviously scholarships are very cool. You can get them, but apprenticeships, obviously, you're getting paid as well, and loads of experience. Probably always going to end up in a job at the end of it, because I can't imagine anyone would do any investment of scholarship with someone and then not offer them a job at the end, because otherwise it's just skills they've spent all that money and time on going out the window. Yeah. I thought my kids were going to go into IT. James, certainly, I thought he was going to be. For many years, he was very much into programming, developing. But in the last couple of years, he's completely changed, and he now wants to join the RAF. Which, the way things are going, is exactly what he will do. Oh, exactly, yeah, yeah. But that's fine. I don't want him to. I wouldn't want him to go into something he doesn't feel 100% passionate about. So it makes no odds to me whether he goes into tech or not. I wouldn't want anyone to feel forced into following someone else's path. Right, this does need some drying time now. It's actually quite. The paints are actually staying quite wet tonight. Yeah, I mean, all I've ever said to him is just be good at something. Find something that you're passionate about and get good at it. People hire skills, not people. No one cares if you're nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Opening in their own garage or something would be cool. Right, I am thinking which is always dangerous. Can't get enough of these cashew nuts. Yeah, I was always fortunate that when I sort of entered the workforce, even though I didn't really have any corporate IT knowledge, I was very comfortable with computers, which in the late 90s, most people weren't. So most companies didn't really have a grip on it either, to be honest. So when I went into places and they asked me if I could help, they couldn't really know if I couldn't help. That was the funny thing about interview processes back then, is that you could tell the person interviewing you had no idea. I mean, I'm not saying you could pull the wool over their eyes, but you could definitely tell that they needed you a lot more than you needed them. So yeah, I was fortunate to get some good early IT roles that I could almost learn in as I went. Yeah, that's good, Lee. That's nice. So yeah, I only know how to do one thing. Pretty good with computers. If it's not actually being with computers, it's helping other people with computers. Oh, why did my stream just do that? Am I still live? Yeah, I think I am still live. Okay, all right. That was weird. Thanks, Lee. That was that was super strange. My stream just like on this screen just went completely doolally. Minimized itself, exited. But now, you know, now it's much harder because now really to get into computing now, you need to be a GitHub developer. There isn't much else. There isn't much else anyone's interested in. But now you need to learn to write code. Because even if you want to be as you're finding out, Skelly, even if you want to be an infrastructure engineer or a network engineer, guess what? Infrastructure is now code. Networking is now code. Yeah, it is, mate. It is very hard. It's not impossible. I've got a friend who got made redundant from a job, so used his entire time that he was redundant to essentially retrain as a security engineer, like a security consultant. And he did all of the exams, did all the passed all the certifications, and he now, yeah, works for a tech company as a security consultant, like a digital security consultant. But yeah, to go into tech now, your only route in really is by code. Yeah, it would be super, unfortunately, super obsolete. Some of the fundamentals don't change, but coding is very different. Doesn't mean you couldn't do it. Yeah, I think most people did QBasic when they were, or early editions of Visual Basic, VB2, something like that. Sort of our age group. When things started moving into object orientated. So methods and properties and inheritance and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, I did Visual Basic 2 at A level. But mate, you could do it, you know, and get yourself on a Python course, something like that. You could definitely retrain. You could definitely do it. It's certainly not impossible. It's tough. It's really hard, but it's not impossible. Oh, I've just noticed that's why I'm not seeing anything on here. The actual stream itself is paused. The chat's still going, but the actual stream had paused. Well, funny enough, mate, doing some Pascal, you could probably get a job at some really old, antiquated organisations that are still using some Pascal for their one of their old platforms. Especially you can find an old manufacturing company or something, probably still doing some Pascal. There's also work in that as well, knowing old systems. Companies being so blooming backwards that they still haven't addressed the fact that they're running software from 30 years ago. Plus, mate, if there's people still running DOS, then but command prompt is still, you know, still good to know. It's not, you know, it's not that important anymore. But and like I say, a lot of the old basic commands. That's the thing about tech, is that the fundamentals haven't changed. Like with Skelly. Skelly is a network engineer. Well, it's actually, you're much more than that now, mate, but you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, like, you know, the fundamentals of when you learn about TCP/IP and routing and, you know, subnetting and all this stuff that is so old it's untrue. Well, all of it still stands today. And even though we all thought we'd be using IPv6 these days, actually in most instances, most organizations, they don't. That's not even a thing. We still revert back to old ways of doing things, right? Unless you're doing something very unique and niche. But most enterprises are still operating exactly how they would have been doing a long time ago. Right, so let's get. We can paint this barrel now. So let's maybe put some paints back. I'm having to keep go back. To keep sort of going back and tidying up elements on this miniature. Funnily enough, it is actually the topic of probably my next podcast I do. My next tech podcast is around the adoption of technology and how everyone is so concerned with the speed of it moving. In reality, we are so slow to adopt. It just doesn't really factor. Look at cloud. I mean, when I talk about cloud technology, in my eyes, cloud technology now is 10 plus years old. Like the concept of it being around and it being at scale and all this sort of stuff. It's, for me, that's quite old tech now. When it gets to sort of 10 years, and yet there's still organisations out there that don't know if they're ready for it. Don't know if it's enterprise ready. Don't actually understand what it does, and they use it like just the next version of virtualization, which it isn't. I mean, it can be if you like spending all of your money. Yeah, networking fundamentals. Yeah, it never changed, and it won't. I mean, there is. That's the thing. That, you know, you can obviously get into really deep, new ways of you know. Well, actually, IPv6 isn't even new. That's ridiculously old. No bugger uses it for enterprise IT, unless you're working for an ISP or something like that. You're never going to come across it. But yeah, the robot car stuff, right? The robots in your home. Everyone sees them on Elon Musk's show, and they're super cool. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. The reality is, we're not going to see that in our lifetime. It'll be cost prohibitive for the common man to buy, so no one's going to be able to spend 40, 50 grand on a robot. And most people wouldn't trust a robot in their home. Certainly not to look after their kids. We're the lag behind the technology and then the adoption of the technology is so huge, and it's only going to get bigger the more this technology is able to do more, you know. Yeah, and I believe him, Lee. I think it will. Of course it will. Like any technology on the planet, it's not even that clever to say, is it, that it's going to be 30 grand eventually? Well, of course it will. Every technology over time gets cheaper, faster, easier to produce. That's not like a crazy statement. But what you need to be able to do is, if you want adoption, you need to make it really simple, really cheap. It needs to be trusted, and people are quite a way at the moment from being able to be on board with any of those things. There'll always be early adopters, but as I said the other day, right, robotic AI vacuum cleaners and lawnmowers have existed for some time. Have they saturated the market? Does every single person now have a lawnmower in their house, in their garden, and a vacuum in their house? No. The people part of it is very, very difficult. The tech can go as fast as it likes, and it will do, but you can't change people's behavior fast. Behavioral change takes a very, very long time. Even when these robots are 30 grand. As I said before, it's the same with like solar panel, like with the energy crisis and stuff like that. You're not talking to the common man. All of the solutions are difficult to build, expensive. And most people are just trying to live day to day. They're just trying to cover their bills, get through the month, fix the toaster, you know, make sure the kids have got a birthday present. All of these things. But that's the sort of thing I want to talk about. And it is down to leaders in industries and organizations and governments and stuff like that to really work to get the common man right, and really help them understand why on earth they would want to do some of these things. I love it. I want robots in the home. I think it'd be awesome. And I'll have one. I'll have a Tesla robot as soon as they're available. But we are a long way away from them being in everyone's home and, you know, choice by default. Probably not in our lifetimes. Yeah, I mean the rocket stuff is cool. Yeah, the rocket stuff is cool, but again, you know, long way to go. Long way to go. But I'm always glad someone's doing it. Everyone always says like, why, Elon Musk is wasting all this money and he should be solving other problems, blah blah blah. I always think to myself, I'm glad someone out there is trying to solve this bonkers thing. At least one person. We need at least one crazy scientist, in my opinion. Could do with more, but I'll take one. Okay, we are into some other bits now. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to know too much about that, mate. I mean, certainly we don't seem to be doing a good job of looking after the place. I mean, the Earth will be fine. Our ability to live on the Earth is the problem. The Earth will survive way past the human existence. It has survived much worse than us. Yeah, it's just we're screwed. The Earth's not screwed. We're screwed. The Earth's fine. You know. Yeah, exactly. It will be like, yeah, you guys can, guys can jog on now, and then in about a couple of 100 years, it'll all return back to how it was, and Mother Nature will have took over. Maybe a new species will take over. I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be fine. Us, on the other hand, right, I'm going to be getting the old lemon out because I like this paint. This paint was really nice yesterday. Well, actually, I'll stop for a second. I'll kind of give you where we're at. So it's quite brightly, actually. I think the orange is maybe a bit too much, or maybe the green. I might change it. I don't know. I like the Commonwealth characters to be quite bright because they're the city dwellers. So I like them to look quite avant-garde, as it were, colours. But maybe the green is too much. Which is okay because we can easily swap that out. Yeah, well, if we could just make it last long enough for me and my kids to have a good life. I can't be responsible for what happens after that. Maybe my grandkids, but I think we should survive that long, and then really, I can't really have much to do with it after that. Also not quite sure about these ruffles. I think I want to do those in what I think she's got. I think the shoulder pads and the arm sleeves are a slightly different color on the original model, I think. Oh no, it is all part of the dress. Okay, all right, cool. So we're kind of in tone. Just maybe it's not so sure about this green. I think it's too many colors. I think I should probably do that in like a tan or something. Like actually do it like like an apron instead of it being green. Don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think the green's jarring? If not, then the bodice thing is jarring. Something's jarring me. I don't quite know what it is. I think it's the. Actually, I need to zoom this camera in a little bit. Zoom in. Yeah, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it, nerdy geezer. It's irking me. I don't know why it's irking me, but it is irking me. Luckily, 4x white. Well, we could do a grey sear, I guess. But I think I'm gonna paint over this. I don't like it. It's going. More work, but I don't know. Looks a bit Dame Edna. Nice. I decided I don't like the green, is what I decided. Gelly, sorry mate, yeah, so the green apron is going. I'm gonna go more for a tanned brown or something, because I just feel like it's too many like big bold colors in a small space. So it's out of here. It's history. We're gonna get something a bit more sort of muted, so like a, yeah. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're currently doing. We're currently saying goodbye to the green. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like a. I'm gonna try got like a sand dunesy brown, which will be a bit more. Okay. A few little bits here and there, but the brown will probably mask it quite well, so won't be a problem. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I even like it when it's just white at the moment, so it doesn't sort of jar me as much now. That's positive. It's just too many colours. Right, let's get some. Let's do some flesh tone. I think let's do some. Might as well tackle the skin whilst that white dries. Recharged my little shaker last night. Oh, this is a new pot. Oh, new pot. Oh yeah, I had to break the seal on that. Nice. Where's the awkward part when you're highlighting the tops of her boobs? Don't tell Mrs. Hobby Lodge. Thankfully, not much skin to have to do. Right. I think I even managed to get 2 white dots in the eyes as well. Cracks. think the days of me being able to do that are slowly slipping away. Being able to paint a miniature's eyeballs. Oh, my screen's just done it again. Why have you done this, Mr. Screen? Please don't do this. I said scroll to the bottom. It's just jumped onto another stream. What are you doing? I need to replace this at some point. This Microsoft Surface is doing all sorts of screwy things. Yeah, I think the stream's going fine, but it just it keeps doing weird things. Right, I would like a nice pink, please. Another quick colour change. I didn't like the feathers. She's going to match her feathers with her bodice bit. Right, I'm now ready for a brown. I'm going to go with this Dunes and see what it looks like. My hope is it looks like, I don't know, maybe not dirty, but maybe just more of sort of its workwear. I am going to end up getting it on some of the yellow, so I just need to, I'll have to go back around and tidy that up afterwards. I'm not going to worry about it for now. Okay, we'll let that dry. Before we go back in and do anything. Chef is home. Where'd you go, dude? You didn't go and see Arsenal, did you? Crikey, what happened there today, my friend? Is this a 24-hour stream? Actually, absolutely, mate. We haven't been off. I need to do one of those soon. I have done them. They have happened in the past. I know, mate. I know. Trust me, buddy. I've been there. I've been there with some horrendous. Look at the Forest game. The red card did stuff you, mate. Although the set, I don't know if Arteta are meant to be being filmed clapping, but the set piece, was pretty good from the corner. That was some textbook. Straight off the training ground stuff, as they say. I think they were just as surprised that it worked as everyone else was. And it cut to Arteta and he was clapping. So we're painting this lovely buxom barmaid as the last miniature for the collection of Moonstone that I have. This is the last one. I'm not loving her. I've got to admit, I'm not loving her, but it's okay. You can't, not every miniature you paint is your favourite miniature of all time. So this one is just gonna be okay. And that's okay. I'm okay with just being okay with it. I would like a nice light brown. Now what have I got? I used to have some nice browns, but they've all bloody dried up, haven't they? So this is where I might turn to some of my see what this one's like. I've nearly eaten all my cashew nuts. Yeah. Her weapon is probably the 3 jugs in the barrel's got. My guess is she's more of a support character, in that she uses her talents to buff the players around her. It's probably what she does. She probably can fight, but I imagine she probably doesn't have much in her. But I imagine she makes the ones around her feel pretty good. So that is her power. Would be my guess. Oh no, I've nearly eaten all of me cashew nuts. You missed it earlier, Chef, but Skelly may be home on Monday. You was off gallivanting somewhere and you missed the news. But at least you finally showed up, mate. Was it the work? Was you doing a work thing today? Was it you were putting on some swanky meal or something? Feeding the rich brats. Very possibly. Now I'm going to do the laborious task of trying to catch the little stitches going all the way around this. I wish you could see how small these stitches are. Okay. We're getting closer and closer. Is he gone again? Has the old chef disappeared? Let's see. He's elusive, isn't he? Can't tie him down for more than a couple of minutes. Yeah, I think so. I'm much happier with it. I think the green just punched you in the face too hard. She is indeed a strong female character. That is 100% confirmed. Yeah, it just looks a bit more like workwear now, doesn't it? It's just a bit more. It stood out before too much. I could even like stain it a little bit. I could probably do that. But probably not if I wanted to finish this miniature anytime soon. So the brightness will come down anyway, because when I varnish it, it will mute it down. So I could put a wash in there and I could try and smudge it a bit. But I mean, it's risky. It's risky. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, I wanted, what did I want? I actually don't know what I wanted. Oh, I wanted a bit of the orange. But this time with a bit of white. I need to mix it a little bit. Oh yeah, cameras. It's funny because sometimes it chooses to focus and then sometimes it chooses to unfocus itself. Can you say, of course, yeah. I haven't seen any details. Like, I'm gonna reserve sort of judgment until I see something. Have you seen anything yet? Have you seen any? Also, I know Jared Leto's in it, and everyone's worried about that, but you know, that is obviously a concern. Although he might be weird enough to make Tron work. You do need someone who's a little bit weird. Well, he did do the weird blind character, the father of whatever his character was in the Blade sequel. And I'm not saying he did it good, but he is a weird guy, and therefore playing weird characters might suit him. Ow balls. And obviously in the world of Tron, that sucks. Well, I knew you'd say that. I didn't know you'd say that. I'm not saying he doesn't suck, but everyone deserves a redemption arc, and maybe Tron will be his redemption. But let's face it, it's Disney, and that's probably not what's going to happen. So I'm probably with you on the concerns of it being rubbish. Yeah. Yeah, it's the killer of franchises. So is it going to continue from the last one? So obviously in the last one, she gets out with him, didn't she? And she's in the real world. Oh. Oh, okay then. I didn't, because I thought that was alright. I thought that movie was okay. The de-aging's a bit janky at the beginning, but it was one of the first to do it, so. Oh, neither of them are in it. Okay. So has it got no connection to the Flynn sort of like storyline or anything? Like none of the family. I think you already said that Tron's not in it, which is interesting because one that Tron. Unless it's like I don't know, yeah, well they don't actually know. The people that did it think Tron's the name of the world. Like the universe is called Tron. No Flynn, no Tron, no Grid. That sounds like it's an incorrectly named movie then. We're going to call it all the things that are not in the film. Right, okay. Right, I need to finish this up because we are into the 2 hours now, and I do like to finish miniatures in 2 hours. Yes, I don't think I've ever seen. Wow, Skelly, you've never seen the original Tron. Wow. It's 100% worth a watch. I mean, obviously, it's an old film now, and I could have done my best, what's her name, Zegler impression, and I could have gone, it's an old movie, evidently so. Yeah, was that a good impression, Lee? Did you get the reference, Lee? I didn't mind the second movie. I thought the second movie was alright. Yeah, I don't have any issue with the second film, really. Given how bad sequels... So I did a... So when I said to Skelly about... I'll redo the impression for you. So I said to him that obviously Tron is a very old movie. So then I thought about the Zegler impression, which is... what was she said? It was a very old movie, and evidently so. See if you got the reference. Yeah, she talks about Snow White, doesn't she? Evidently so. Oh God. Oh God, please get off the television. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I think I am done. Until I did that. Now I'm going to just leave that alone. Yeah, light cycle would be a cool thing. Mouthing Gaming, hello mate. You've joined us very close to the end. We are nearly finished with our lovely little barmaid. Undisputed. I think I've heard of that game. Little highlight on the cheeks there, little touch on the end of the nose, just to bring the face out a little bit more. That's a chin. Top of the chest here. I think we're done. So what we'll do is we'll blacken the rim, because we always like to do that. That is a soundbite if ever I heard one. So I won't base it on stream. I'll give you guys a nice good close-up of it so you can see. I do walk into them, mate, yeah, I know. I don't mean to. It's not like a plan to do these things. Just the words fall out of my mouth and then I think, oh yeah, probably shouldn't say that. Yeah, so two things will happen off stream. the model will be based very similar to all of the others, and it will be hit with a matte varnish, which will take a lot of the shine out of the miniature because it's a matte varnish. Surprise, surprise. And also just helps bring the colors together a little bit as well. So right, let's give her a little sort of parade. But here she is. So yeah, we started off with a blank miniature this evening, and we've now got this buxom barmaid to serve everyone their drinks. We made one correction. We did have a green sort of apron on before, didn't like it, so we ended up going back to doing, look, you can see a little bit of underwear there. In case you wanted to know, she is wearing pink underwear. But yes, we changed the green sort of apron to a brown one. So yeah, there she is. All done. So that is the last of that collection of Moonstone characters, all done. So we will get her finished, get her based, and she'll go on the table behind me. We can then do something else. We're going to pick up another new little project and do something a bit more fresh, and then we'll come back to Moonstone because I have all of the collection of Lescherfeld, which is about 30 odd miniatures. So I want to get through those because this is our favourite tabletop game to play at the moment, is Moonstone. So yeah, she will now go and join the other Commonwealth and serve drinks to her fellow countrymen. But yeah, there we go. Job done. Like it. It's jolly good. Jolly good. Right. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for joining the stream. We've got progress done. We've painted, what, 4 or 5 miniatures this week, so I'm really happy with that. Well, no, including last week. So yeah, that's good progress. I'm glad to be getting miniatures out there. Like I say, we're gonna, next time I sit down, it will probably be, unfortunately it won't be this Wednesday because I'm in Leeds this Wednesday, but maybe later in the week I could sit down and have a bit of a palette cleanser, do something a bit different, and paint up. I've got boxes and boxes and stuff that I could do, and then yeah, we'll get back to the Moonstone again after that. But right, I'm going to hit some buttons, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out as always. Thank you for coming along, clicking the likes, clicking the follows on Twitch or wherever it is you are, on YouTube, Twitch, wherever, and I will see you Monday Night Retro. Monday. So Monday Night Retro, hopefully be doing some Amiga or some Commodore or maybe something else. Hey, I've got a Panasonic 3DO I could play, but I think we're going to do some Commodore 64 homebrews because I just blooming love them. And yeah, we'll see some other stuff. I definitely need to do a channel update video. I need to put the time aside to do that, but that is it. Right, guys, thank you very much. I will see you all very soon. Okay, bye bye.